Yeah, we're not enthused about gold. People historically have felt that was the first refuge from a currency that was going to be decline in value. But so's a barrel of oil, so's an acre of land, so's a piece of Coca-Cola, so's See's candy. See's candy. If the dollar goes down 50%, we will be selling See's candy for double the present price. We'll be getting the same real price for See's candy. People will work the same number of minutes or hours per week in order to buy a pound or a 2-pound box of the candy. So we would much prefer some asset that is going to be useful, whether the currency is worth what it is today or 10% of what it is today, or whether people are using seashells in order to transact business, because people will go on eating and they'll go on drinking and doing various things, and their preferences will translate in real dollars into more or less the same economics for us. And we would not trade the ownership of those kind of assets for a hunk of yellow metal, which has very little real utility except for people who are looking to flee from the dollar, and in our view really haven't thought through the consequences of what fleeing would, where they should flee. Charlie?
Yeah, if you have the opportunities of Berkshire Hathaway, averaged out, gold is a dumb investment.
My dad was a huge gold enthusiast, so I sat around the dinner table. My two sisters are here too; they will testify to it. We sat around listening to the virtues of gold, and that was in, we'll say, 1940. And gold at that time was $35 an ounce, and we would have had some storage and insurance costs. And here it is, 65 years later, world wars, nuclear bombs, all kinds of things, and the compound rate from $35 to a little over $400, less those expenses, is not something that causes me to salivate.
Oof, that stings. If you live in the silver and gold bubble that probably many of YouTube community does, hearing this is like a knife in the side. At least for me it is, right? There's the good and the bad here. And listen, look, this is what you can opine on. This is what you can comment on, right? What do you think? Is that good or bad? And I have a feeling that the most community and most comments on this video would suggest that this is a pretty negative or bad tone as it relates to the precious metals. But I'm interested to hear what you guys think. And I love the simple breakdown of his hunk of yellow metal as he describes gold. It's just it's a really unique perspective. And as a stacker who fully believes in the future success of these metals, I have to cringe a little bit when I respect a smart investor like that, and he just craps all over the metal. Now, I'll say this: I know a little bit about the guy as well. Just he's pretty famous and and well known, but he's invested in silver and gold. So here he is crapping on it, and then he's dipped in and dipped out. Recently in the last few years, he did I think it was Barrick Gold he did an investment with. I'm not sure if he's still in it or not, to be honest with you. But, careful with what you hear from these guys, because you follow the money, and they're usually putting their money where their mouth is. In this case, he is putting his money exactly where his mouth is not spending a lot of time. So that was Buffett's opinion on gold. Stings a little bit to hear. I would love to hear your opinion. Guys, this has been another episode of Bullion Breakdown. Feel free to watch more video on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Actually, sharing videos is really good for the algorithm, and it really helps the channel. So please consider sending this to a friend. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to have an awesome day and stay awesome.